And
yes?
you can use it and I'll just share that.
Okay, that's perfect.
Some good settings.
Pull up a chair.
Yes, join us, please. Sorry, I'm kind of taking over this whole space. You can sit over here, actually.
Okay.
But just realized that there is a microphone right there. And there's a live streaming camera right there.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Got it? Okay, cool. Okay, welcome to Hack Days. We're gonna close this door over here.
Be nice to put some sound canceling foam.
There's no such thing as sound canceling here because that's the wood shop and people get angry if you complain about it. they'll be like, this is a hacker space, we're allowed to have noise. Anyway, welcome to Noisebridge. This is a hacker space and maker space in San Francisco in the Mission District. It's a free space, so if you're in the Bay Area and you want to come here, you're welcome to join us. We're usually here during the week, but we also come here on Sundays. Right now, we're live, so typically 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. But if you are interested in Noisebridge and you want to come up sometime, you can come from the hours of 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And beware that Noisebridge is looking for a space to rent, so if you know of any cheap, non-profit tech spaces for us, that would be great. I'll link you guys below. But I just wanted to introduce everybody. So Jack, do you want to start? Introduce yourself.
Nope, I'm Jack.
It's better than what I do.
Hi, Jack.
I'm Nathan. I am, that's it.
Nathan, what do you do? What is your
I
life?
work on a project called Synapse AI. It is a decentralized AI blockchain project. The exact tagline is the first decentralized AI marketplace and network. So Synapse.ai. And also I do other things online, I guess, and spend time at Noisebridge because it's fantastic.
I'm Cameron.
Cameron.
During the day, I work at Lending Home. Our business is to make the process of buying and owning a home awesome through mortgages and cool stuff.
Cool. That's all you're gonna say?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and I'm not actually a real person. I'm a robot. So if you want to get to know me, you have to watch this show. Sorry. What's your name?
My name's Kevin, and I work with Taylor.
Cool. How did you hear about all this?
I've actually walked past a bunch of times and always been curious. And
never come in.
Never came up. And then Cameron posted something about it. I was like, dude, I thought I'd check it out.
It's sick, brah.
It looks incredible.
Well, welcome. We're going to share this around to a few places first, and then we'll start to get talking. I guess I'll share. I've been reading this book. It's called The Runaway Species. If you know, there's a guy, David Eagleman, who has a TV show, I think on like PBS or something. Also, if you ever want to hire him for a speaking event, he charges $20,000, and he needs car service, and he needs special snacks. So just to let you know, I know this because I tried to hire him, and I was like, whoa, but $20,000 is pretty cheap. Anyway.
What's a special snack?
I don't know what the special snack is, but it was like very specific. Like you needed to provide him lunch, and I was like, "What? Okay."
Like only red M&Ms or something.
Something like only fruit by the foot, like only Tide Pods, you know. I've just started reading this book. It's about how humans are able to innovate, and we are basically born to innovate and be creative. So I'm on page like 20, I think. No, I'm further along than this. I'm over here on 26. Anyway, I fell asleep reading this the other night, and I have a bunch of his other books that I'm also going to dive into, and I'll share with you guys in the coming weeks. But if you're interested, peek through. What else happened? Women's March was yesterday. We're in San Francisco, so that's a big thing for us. What happened in tech this week, you guys?
One quick question. Where's this being shared? Is this YouTube or?
Yes, do you need a link?
Yes, I do.
I'll ping you the link.
Thank you. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say,
Oh,
Jen?
I don't know. I mean, there's been some interesting stuff with, hasn't Google done something interesting? I forget, my dad was telling me. You know what's interesting? It wasn't exactly this week, but I forget what it's called. It's called, they make AR. It's called, I think Magic
Leap.
Magic
Oh,
Leap, yeah.
Girl, we've done and talked about Magic Leap. What are you gonna add to the conversation?
Magic Leap is, I don't know, it's interesting. And they actually are saying that they're going to do something. I mean, they say that early 2018. I mean, that sounds somewhat promising. I don't know.
Well, they've been promising stuff for a long time, so it was really exciting when they brought that out and they released. Also, last year, if you want to talk about AR, VR a little bit, TechCrunch, I think back in August of 2017, they were like, VR is dead. It's over. Nothing's happening. No, there's no adopters. It's not going to be mainstream. And in terms of being mainstream, I kind of agree with them. I don't think that it's meant to be mainstream right now. But I just hosted this panel, and this guy was crazy. He is really into neuroscience, whatever. And he basically had an octopus on his head. I don't do VR, AR stuff, so this was sick to me. He basically had an octopus on his head and was controlling this game with his mind. So it was this floating orb in the middle of the screen, and it would bounce with his pulse, and it would light up with his pulse. And then if you concentrated on it, it would start whoo, it would go up, and then it would go back down. It was crazy. It was some cyberpunk stuff that I wasn't ready for.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't know how innovative AR and VR stuff has been. I think the only people that use it are on Snapchat.
I think there's going to be a lot of adoption in the enterprise, personally. I think that's where AR is really going to take off. Because I have some experience with this. I worked with the HoloLens for a while on a project that was involving piping for HVAC systems.
Yeah.
And basically I developed this product that would allow you to look at an HVAC system and take the CAD model that somebody else had supplied to you and see whether the two had matched up in real life.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could figure out basically, okay, so is this system up to spec? And then on the HoloLens, there's no traditional cursor, of course, because you don't have a mouse. So you do everything with these little pinching motions, or you can do things that track your hand motions. And then the thing that I thought was the coolest was the state of the voice recognition that's offline now in the HoloLens. It was good enough that I could get the HoloLens to say okay, rotate the model 5 degrees counterclockwise on this axis, and it would pick all that up. And I could do those kind of manipulations just with the voice. So I could imagine somebody who's fixing an elevator, fixing an HVAC system, wearing some goggles, pulling up the plans that are supposed to be real, and then looking at the system in real life. The HoloLens builds a 3D model of the environment in real time, and then you can say okay, well, this pipe's not supposed to be here. Where does it go? And then on top of that, you can immediately take pictures. So somebody could be okay, I went to the site, I saw the thing, this is out of order, and here's a picture of the thing to send back to somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that being used a lot in the oil space.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Mining, anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah, so that's I think going to be the first kind of killer application for augmented reality is in enterprise and construction.
Do you think it already exists?
Some of it does, I'm sure. I haven't kept up with the space. This was about 6 months ago when I was working on this project. I have heard since about, we have Honda who came out with an AR concept for looking at their cars. I think Chevy was doing something with that also.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's been advancements around these other things, but of course they're probably being kept quiet because it's a huge competitive advantage.
Yeah.
My dad works in the construction industry in a bit. He's making the software for LiDAR. So what you would do is it would be an add-on to Integraph software or some kind of Autodesk building software. So say you wanted to build a oil refinery, you could build that CAD model, right? And then in that you could build the CAD model, build it, and after it's built, you could scan it with that LiDAR, little tab that looks like a skirt. You click on that, you put in the LiDAR information, and then the LiDAR information would get compared to the CAD model, and you could see, oh, that's bad. We put this beam off 2 inches, or they'd probably use.
There's a problem there.
Yeah, there's a problem there, and then they could see if that problem were to, compromise the structural rigidity.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
I think that's going to be the kind of the biggest initial space for this concept of augmented reality is stuff where you have a physical component that you need contextual information to help diagnose or assess.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was nodding.
I feel like with consumer-based, like games or whatever, the biggest drawback or like the biggest problem right now is like you can't really control properly. It's like you have these devices and they're very generic, like the hand. So once they like create better hand like coordination, I think it'll take off a million times more.
Yeah. Have you guys like played an HTC Vive?
Yeah.
Like, your
That's
actual
exactly what I'm
effects,
talking about.
incredible, right? Like it works so well and it's like mind-boggling. But I do agree that controls are like
Yeah, it's what's the painting game? Like
Brush.
Tilt brush.
Tilt brush.
Yeah.
So tilt brush, like you can do like awesome if you're doing big things, but if you want to get really minute, it's like almost impossible.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
When I played a Rick and Morty game, and you do laundry, and it's like so complicated because you gotta take and go like this with hand motions. Anyway, dealing with random details.
So my friend does like microdose VR, which you put the headset on, you're in this like little world, and then you create all this music with your movements, but then the movements are also visualized like in polygons, I guess. I don't know how you would explain this, but it's so cool. So you should check out microdose VR.
How's that spelled?
Microdose, so like LSD.
Oh, okay, all right, that makes sense.
I was like,
I thought that's what you were referring when you said that, but I wasn't
I
sure.
think you drop
Yeah.
acid and then do VR.
yeah, I think that was like how they were.
Or do you drop virtual reality?
Whoa.
This kid at my school, or he used to go to my school. His mom wrote an entire book about how microdosing LSD saved her marriage.
What?
Yeah, her husband is Michael Chabon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, her
I wanna
little
know.
delinquent son. So yeah, she wrote that book about microdosing LSD, how it saved her marriage, and she's, they're kind of an odd family, but yeah, it's interesting. Maybe it did help her.
Interesting.
Speaking of substances in VR, has anybody figured out like if there's something you can take that helps with the vertigo feeling that some people get?
No, that happens to me though. You feel nauseous?
I know people who do.
Yeah.
And has anybody like figured out why that happens or like?
So a lot of people are saying it's because it doesn't include the rest of your senses. So like there was a guy at this panel I hosted who had all these little nodes on his body, so it would vibrate in different places. So you really felt like you were in the game. And they think that your sense of smell, not only your sense of touch, but also like movements will help you feel less nauseous.
Okay.
At least that's what people are wanting to innovate, and that's how they're solving that problem.
So we're kind of like in the uncanny valley of VR nauseousness right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because it's an issue for me. I can't even be in VR for really that long, and then I'm like, this doesn't feel good. But I love it. I think it's cool.
My max time in VR is like an hour. I really can't go any farther than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine someday it would be really cool if it was consumer level, like if you could get the full setup for like $1,000, you can get a full suit, right?
Yeah.
With little like, I don't know, touch sensors or something like that, or little like sensors if they're cheap enough that your base stations can pick up so they can even see your legs and stuff.
Well, they have that suit that is basically a bodysuit you wear, similar to what people wear when they're like in front of a green screen and they're, whatever.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
little
Have
dots.
you seen the running
Yes.
pads?
Yes.
I love that they've had this technology since like Sega Genesis back in the 90s, where
Yeah.
like they had like the chairs you'd sit in. And they were supposed to give you more facts, but were really just $400. I was blocked by one of the groups. I posted to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. So
man.
one of the 8 groups I blocked to blocked me. One of the 8 groups I posted to blocked me. So I at least have a science down of who did it. So
Wait, what?
So if anyone is watching right now, feel free to share this with your friends because it happens quite often that we get blocked because Facebook has terrible algorithms. But that's a story for another time.
and if it was Bitcoin Brazil or crypto for beginners, let's be friends.
Wow! Like really calling people out.
Oh, it said Dan commented. Hi Dan, happy birthday if you're watching.
Yes, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Dan.
I might come to your party if it's okay. Okay. Whoop, sorry.
No, this is
I came prepared
this
with
is really your show. I'm just sitting here like listening and learning.
I don't know if it's that way.
You're very modest.
I don't. I mean,
Not really.
I came prepared with a crypto question if you guys are interested.
Yes.
So,
I love crypto questions.
so how do you think cryptocurrency is going to change the way that joint accounts work and like couples finances work?
Oh, that's interesting. So, couples finances. I will probably never have a joint account.
Okay.
My mother did not have a joint account. She always had her own account because she always had her own job. But there's a lot of people who are stay-at-home moms.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they're going to have a joint account. They're not making any money.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want it. It's awkward. It would be awkward for someone to be like giving you a stipend for the week. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a really good question I haven't thought about. What do you think, Jack, in your future life?
I mean, I don't know if I ever plan on having a joint account, but I guess, I think that money's going to stay a thing. I think that Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these cryptocurrencies, personally, I think Ethereum's the new Bitcoin. I just think the technology is superior, and basically everything about Ethereum is superior to Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What about Bitcoin Cash?
But I still think money's going to be a thing, you know what I mean? I still think the average couple in the United States isn't going to have any cryptocurrency, you know?
Okay.
I could imagine that there could be a bank could make a coin or something, or there could be some kind of coin integrated into your life, but I don't think it'll ever be intentional. I don't think they'll be like, oh, honey, can we, let's go buy some Bitcoin. Let's go, let's just go spend
Really?
some money.
What about Ripple?
Yeah.
We're
all laughing about Ripple. We're like,
I had a few Ripple, but
what happened?
let's see, I got rid of it before it really crashed.
I had my fun Ripple story there.
What's your
I
fun
found out
Ripple?
recently. I had $1,000 worth of Ripple back in 2013, and after they lost they just closed their exchange, so basically I lost my Ripple because I couldn't get it out of there properly because I wasn't smart enough to do a wallet. So when we went up to 250, probably had 200,000, 300,000.
No way.
Actually, it might have been a lot more. Haven't done the total math, but I'm like,
Don't do that.
Don't do the math. Oh my
But
God.
the reason I brought up Ripple is they are really focusing on the banks and to be a system. So maybe, money will still always be a thing, but crypto being a technology that's used for those actual transactions. And so seeing it in its own value. And so if Bitcoin was big enough and everyone was using it.
Well, okay, so I think I shared this last week, but I was pretty shocked that my brother had cryptocurrency. I was like, wow, it really is mainstream.
It's so easy to get now. Your grandma can go buy. I heard about a lady who was scammed out of $12,000.
What?
Bitcoin scam. She probably. Oh God.
I heard.
She was so stupid. But basically, what happened was, some Ugandan guy called or wherever, Central, because she said he had a heavy African accent, so I'd assume Uganda's the main scamming place. My mom actually,
Who has told you that Uganda is the main scamming place?
Isn't that the internet capital of the Africa? Isn't that
I don't
Silicon
know.
Valley for Africa? That's where the biggest. I'm just making an assumption, but so basically, she got called and she was like, "Oh, the Canadian government needs you to go to this Bitcoin ATM and buy $12,000 worth of Bitcoin." So she does that. She sends it to them, and then she realizes that it's a scam. Her husband comes in.
Oh my
Her
God.
husband breaks the machine with a baseball bat and proceeds to get arrested. And and there's nothing that they can do. It's the blockchain's irreversible, and
Oh my God.
really.
She'll never
Yeah.
get that back.
Yeah. My mom got Facebook messengered by some guy, and she was like, "Are you looking for a handsome man or something? Like, are you looking?" Or he was like, "Hi, my name is like whatever. Are you looking for a handsome man?" And I guess I don't know what that is. Like if some kind of catfishing scheme or something. He just
Have you ever been catfished, Jack?
Oh, every day.
He's catfishing us right
He's
now.
like,
He's actually
I'm the
30.
catfish, actually.
He's actually 35 years old. It's a mess.
Genetics. Bad genetics. I had a rare genetic. By the way, I took this home in my back pocket last time I was here, so I should bring it.
What is that?
It's just, it was hanging on the shelf and I was using it, and I left it in my back pocket.
Little thief, Jack.
So, I don't know, what was I saying?
So, what do you guys
Oh,
think
catfish.
about that kid who hacked the CIA?
That happened.
The English kid?
What happened?
Okay, wait, let me look it up.
Is he in prison? I'm
Well,
sure.
well, you looked that up. What do you think of BitConnect as another?
Oh, BitConnect. I knew it from the beginning. BitConnect.
We all
Tre-
knew it.
Trevon James was like, "I BitConnect," and he's like, "Cryptocurrency will make you rich in 2018," and he was like, "Buy BitConnect, buy BitConnect." It was like, just buy
That guy,
BitConnect.
didn't he
He
get-
was just such a slave to. He was.
He got $4
was
million
paying-
though in BitConnect.
Wait, what?
He got $4 million in BitConnect.
Yeah. So he's a huge. I mean, BitConnect
Did you see
owns
his?
him.
Did you see his video the next day when everyone was like, "It's a scam"?
No, I didn't. I don't watch Trayvon James because if I watch Trayvon James for more than 20 minutes, my brain's coming out of my ears. It's like
Yeah.
watching Fox News. It's just not
Yeah.
a good idea.
You heard it here first, people. It's just not a good idea.
But yeah, so he, it's just he has such a trash channel, so much lying. And,
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous.
yeah, but
So this kid,
BitConnect is like a scam.
BitConnect is hilarious. I feel like if you didn't know BitConnect was a scam, then you should probably figure out your life. You should reassess your situation. This kid, his name, what the heck is his name? Hacker son of national lottery winner, taunted CIA director and top U.S. intelligence chiefs from his bedroom. So this kid, he looks
That's an incredible photo.
right. His name is Kane Gamble. Isn't he creepy looking?
Creepy. He's like some weird vampire.
He just looks, honestly, he just looks tired. So he's a hacker, and his mom won $1.6 million or pounds on the national lottery, and she lost it all because she invested it in some sort of housing thing that I guess was a scam or didn't turn out or whatever. So I don't know why he did this, but he started posting "I own you" on their TV sets, the CIA's TV sets. In one chilling message, schoolboy Kane Gamble told an intelligence chief he would FUCK his daughter.
He's not an egomaniac. I mean, I guess he doesn't know how to control himself. Because anybody who has this.
He was 15.
Wow.
Yeah. There was one thing that was really funny
So he somehow got into their chat board or something?
I don't know how he did it.
But I guess, it's just, people who are intelligent enough to do that must have some kind of shortfall, right? If they're intelligent enough to do that at so young, I bet you he's an asshole in real life.
Well, also, we don't know how secure the CIA and FBI and all that really are if a 15-year-old can hack them.
There's a lot of technology the government uses that's dated 15, 20 years, even 30 years
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. So,
Ooh, Synapse. Can I have some Synapse sticker?
well, yes, you can.
Of
I will get you a
course.
Synapse sticker right now.
Oh, and I brought speaking of stickers, I brought the sticker for the door.
That is so cool!
Yeah, I bought it for we have a family friend that owns a store.
Yeah.
And I was trying to coax him into getting a taking Bitcoin.
Yes.
So I bought him these and I was like, do you want to take Bitcoin? I got you all these cool stickers.
Yes.
And he didn't want to. So
Now we'll take it. That's awesome.
Does anybody
I
else
really
want to
are.
send out a sticker?
I'll take a sticker. Sure. We'll see what's left.
Awesome. Synapse free.
And then
Synapse
you can
free.
have.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, give them to your friends.
All right. I'll give it to Nico.
Yeah, Nico will appreciate it.
Yeah.
So this past weekend, it was Dan's birthday, and I took him on a helicopter ride around the city.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know, have you guys ever done that?
No.
Okay, first of all, it's expensive, but you should definitely do it. The helicopter went underneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
Whoa.
Like, literally,
How is that legal?
I don't know! Dan made a joke, because I was telling him, I was like, we're gonna go, like, I've been talking about drones a lot lately, and I was like, we're just gonna go fly some drones. And he's like, oh, okay. He, like, didn't seem excited. And then I was like, we're just gonna go, like, on a little tour, an enclosed tour, because he kept asking me if he needed to wear a jacket or whatever. And I was like, no, you're fine. And so he finally sees that it's gonna be a helicopter, and he's like, and then when he got in the helicopter and we were over by the Golden Gate Bridge, like flying over there, he goes, wow, what if we could go like underneath the bridge? And all of a sudden the pilot is like, well, you know, I don't do this for everybody, but then he went under the bridge. And we were like, what? It was so scary. It was amazing. It was so cool. I highly recommend it. If you ever get the chance, it's like,
When you
it was
get
sick.
when you get off the helicopter, like police come rushing and tackle you.
Right? And we're all like, we weren't supposed to do that. But yeah, it was so cool. I went all the way from Sausalito to like downtown and scooted around like the bridge and everything. We got to see, what's that island where the jail is on? What is that called? Yeah, we got to see Alcatraz, which was cool. Like circle around it, which was awesome. It was just like a perspective of San Francisco I'd never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
How high did it go?
Higher than the highest building in San Fran, because we went over that, and I was like, and then it like tipped a little bit to show us, I guess, like whatever downtown, and I was like, what?
I'm not a fan of helicopters. They're just scary because if they stop working, they're just gonna.
That's what Dan said.
They're
That's
not.
true.
They're not like
There's no
planes
wings.
where you can just go. You can just. I mean, you
You
still
can
have a
glide.
chance of dying, but like you can just kind of glide down.
Yeah.
But one thing, somebody says they can't watch for some reason. I'm not sure if that's just unique to them or can everybody not watch, because they said AFB Dreads said, hello, is the broadcast working? Can't watch for some reason. I don't know.
It is working.
It might be YouTube blocks certain countries for some reason based on certain things.
What country are you in? Comment. Yeah, YouTube has all these dumb country restricted videos. Why did we even do that?
Well, the United States is even worse. Like the entire world got to watch the Olympics, like on YouTube at any time, and so YouTube blocked the Olympics from U.S. citizens, so you can only watch it on NBC.
Wait, really?
Yeah, 100% true.
No
So the
way.
entire world got to watch the Olympics in real time whenever they won. We had to watch, like, so that's why people didn't care about the Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
So instead of showing in real time what happened, it was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just for the Chinese Olympics. It was showing like 8 p.m. the following day, and everyone already knew that he had lost.
That's
That
so
is so lame.
So
I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know that.
yeah, it's a lot of weird. Because the Olympics is all about money. Like,
I mean,
their
yeah.
main sponsor is like McDonald's for like food, so
kind of ironic.
little bit.
I have to say, I am kind of a McDonald's. Like, I love McDonald's. Like,
You love McDonald's?
I mean, I'm a vegetarian, of course, but like,
You're a vegetarian and you love McDonald's? What do you eat?
I'll have French fries, but I like the hash browns. I get 2
Oh.
hash browns and a vanilla milkshake with whipped cream on top in the morning before school, because I'll get on the bus at 7:30 in the morning. I'll stop at like 7:45 at McDonald's, grab it, just eat both of my hash browns and my vanilla milkshake, and
Do you get this by yourself? Does your mom let you?
I do this by myself.
Your mom doesn't know that you do this.
No.
No.
So I get myself.
Oh
a
my
vanilla
God.
milkshake, and it's just a good. I I do it like maybe once a week. It's just a good like booster before school from having
It's
that.
just a
Lots of
booster,
energy.
you know.
Was your
just
life
sugar
changed?
rush.
Was your life changed when they had all day breakfast happen?
Oh yeah. I mean, I come pretty early in the morning, so it's not like a big deal for me. But sometimes at night, I'll be like after a Warriors game, I'll be like, "Hey, Dad, can we get McDonald's?" I'll get a hash brown, and he'll be mad at me. He'll be like, "Why do you want?"
I like
That is
the
so
two
funny.
hash browns and a shake diet.
Yeah, that is so funny.
Do you
Dude,
dip the hash browns in the shake?
yeah.
Okay.
Do you dip it in ketchup? Anything?
No, nothing.
Your
Just
life will
And I have it with my Soylent too. So
Soylent too. Okay.
I actually am kind of mad at myself. I left my Soylent in my house. I meant to bring it today, but
So you do the bottles or the?
I do the bottles. I probably should. It would
Which one do you do?
Save me money, but I do the bottles.
What,
What
like,
flavor?
what flavor?
Oh, just the normal.
You can
never
stand the normal?
It's great.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
an acquired
like
taste.
oatmeal.
It's like alcohol or coffee. It's just
You would know.
I use Soylent.
acquired
So
taste.
what's really interesting about the Soylent communities, before Soylent was actually available, after they did their Kickstarter or whatever, people created recipes online, and they had a whole group that was pushed by Soylent of like all these different recipes for Soylent types.
Oh, really?
Mixes. They had like hundreds of them, and then Soylent used that to actually make their like recipe. And then
Oh.
they switched over to, because original recipe they did also, you needed to take a little bottle of fish oil and pour it in, and then they made it vegan after that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I've been thinking. I have a Soylent container. I was thinking about it, and they recently changed to square boxes, or the square bottles. I had like 3 crates of the circular ones, so I had that for a long time, and I drank like 1 or 2 a day, and then I had that, and I decided that I haven't gotten to it yet, but I ordered a bunch of 2-part silicone. So I'm gonna cast it in silicone, and I'm gonna cut it in half, and somehow put some kind of latching system, or I'll just cut it in zigzag, and I'll put the Soylent in it, and I'll close it to keep it nice and cool, and I might even somehow, I don't know how to do it, but I want to like make the silicone hollow, so I can like put a customized ice pack into it and keep my Soylent ice cold.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it would be pretty awesome. I don't know how to do it exactly, but you know, it would be awesome. It would be pretty awesome.
That would be
'Cause
cool.
by like 3rd period is usually when I start drinking my Soylent. By the time it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little bit more. I mean, it's like, it's not room temperature, but it's a little colder than room temperature, but it's still,
Right.
you know, I like it cold. But yeah, I can't carry around there's nothing I can really do to keep it cool, and I'm not going to carry around a bag with a Soylent and an ice pack, because that's just gross.
Yeah, our advisor Jackson Palmer for Synapse, he does the Soylent as well, so got that in common.
I mean, I like real food. I eat real food at lunch.
Well, you know, McDonald's.
What do you eat at lunch?
Well, at our school we have like really nice, fancy like lunch programs. So it's like we have this lady named Joan. She like makes really good food. She's really nice, and we talk about sports. She's like, you know, she's the lady, and she like even caters for events, like for like adult events. Like she makes good food. Like some days, like on Mondays, we'll have a baguette. It's like some Vietnamese meal. We have a baguette.
Yes.
A baguette with with tofu or meat. She always has a vegetarian option, so I'll get 2 things of tofu, 2 blocks of tofu, and then just full salad bar every day.
Oh my god.
And I put in cucumbers and all that good stuff, and I eat that. And then the next day, I think I forget what we have that day. Oh, we have curry day, and then on Wednesday we have Mexican food day, and then on Thursday we have my favorite day, pasta day, and then on Friday we have pizza day.
I was gonna ask if you actually get to have pizza day or not, so now.
Yeah, we get to have pizza day.
It's good.
Pizza's so good. It's called Nourish You Catering, so if anybody ever needs their food catered and catering it from a restaurant's too expensive, you should get Nourish You. Joan's really nice. Request Joan.
Okay.
Pizza my cafeteria had was just big square pieces. Where, like,
Ew,
they
I
make
love
it in
that.
a giant. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed cafeteria lunch, but it's different. I think I had a different cafeteria than you did. You did.
Yeah, we don't have a cafeteria. We have an outdoor. Basically, she has a bunch of foldable tables that she takes out, and she just unfolds them and does it in the middle. We have like an outdoor area. She has like a courtyard. We do it in the middle of the courtyard kind of thing.
Outdoor seating, fine dining.
Yeah, basically.
So, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, continue.
Any
I don't have any other
coins
news.
or blockchain changes that you're excited about over the next couple of weeks, or releases of ICOs or anything?
Well, does anybody else want to talk?
I know. I feel like Jack. You've been gabbing so long.
We like hearing you talk. So
Okay.
And you're very centered in the shot, so really adds more to the audience's viewing.
It's okay. I'll just center myself right now. Okay, now it's on me. And no, I'm just kidding.
Now you can say you're self-centered.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, I'd be excited to see Synapse on the market. I mean, when do you ever plan to? Because I didn't understand Synapse until
Just
I
now.
actually looked at it. No, I mean until like yesterday, basically. So I was looking at the website and I was a little confused though by this $3,000 a year that you made from just sharing your information.
Yeah.
That's an estimate. Because you'd have to have the actual data to come in, but the idea is, if you're sharing enough, valuable data, that certain data will have a lot more value. Like you sharing your GPS location, that's data is valuable. It's not as valuable if you're sharing, financial or medical data.
So it's totally dependent upon the information that you're sharing and the partners that we have. The more partners we have and the more data that you have to pull from, the more money you'll make.
So could I buy Synapse without sharing my data? Would Synapse go up? Or, I mean, of course, it's a cryptocurrency. Can
you buy Syn token for the ICO?
Yeah, could I just buy Syn token if I wanted,
And not participate in the data?
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You don't have to share your data.
Do you plan on adding that to wallets, or where would I keep my Syn token?
So we're going to allow people to send to any wallet that is PCR 20 compliant. So there's 20. So Mu, my Ether wallet, for example, would work.
What about Exodus even?
I'm not going to say yes or no to that because I need to know if that works. But basically, any wallet that you hold your other altcoins works for that. So, and the idea, we can't really, say anything about it being in the market or anything for exchange because it's a utility token. One of the reasons we're doing the ICO is to get, build our community, get people excited about using the token.
Tokens won't be released until we finish the ICO.
Okay.
Which is right
But
now.
you can participate in the next ICO.
May-
Anyway.
Yeah, so about May 2018.
Or it says, let's see, February 3rd is when.
That's the second tier.
So that's when you release more tokens.
That's when more people purchase
Oh,
Syn token.
will you be releasing tokens and having people purchase it?
We won't be releasing any tokens until the ICO is finished.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because
I know the wheels are turning in that little head, Jack. I can see it.
these things are hard to explain. And in the lift on the way here, I was trying to explain just the basics of cryptocurrency to the person I was pooling with.
Yeah.
And she was a math teacher, and even then it was really
Like the
hard.
perfect candidate to
The
understand.
perfect candidate to understand this, and I was like, think of Bitcoin kind of like you're putting this computing power to work, and the coin is like the proof that you've done the work, kind of. And she was like, but are you selling your computing power to Walgreens or Target or somebody? I was like, no, you're actually investing this energy to create the token. And she was like, I still don't understand. And it probably I'm not the best person to try and explain this because I don't fully understand it myself. And that's just the bare, scratching the surface of what cryptocurrency does. But it's hard to explain.
Yeah, but different currencies do different things.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency is so mainstream, and I know it's so mainstream because this blogger that I've followed for years, since I was doing Tumblr.
Mm-hmm.
So since 2008, I have followed this person. And every now and then they pump up on my newsfeed and I'm like, oh yeah, that person, I forgot about them. There was a roundtable discussion for women in some magazine, and they were talking about cryptocurrency.
Wow.
I was like, are you serious? This person does not know about cryptocurrency. She is a fashion blogger. What is she doing on the panel?
It makes me kind of mad.
Scary.
It's good that people talk about cryptocurrency, but I hate talking talking about cryptocurrency to anybody who doesn't know a lot because I just prefer not to talk. Sorry, I just prefer not to talk about it because it's kind of like. I mean, it's just so hard to explain, and I don't want to talk about it.
There's a lot to explain. Yeah.
There's a lot to explain, and it's just difficult. And I don't.
You just get irritated with idiots.
And people will be like, "Oh, wait, there's other things that are there's not just Bitcoin." And I'm like, "Yes, but you may have seen something on Fox News about Bitcoin, but there's other crypto."
Why does it have to be Fox News?
Because Fox News is the most brainwashing, rotting, rotting thing you can watch. I mean,
So you watch all day? It's Fox News?
every day. I watch Fox News.
While you're eating McDonald's.
Well,
Yeah.
McDonald's. I have a Soylent IV and eating it.
Soylent IV.
I'm just breathing my pure oxygen from my tank. Get up there.
Has anyone ever done the pure oxygen?
Yes, it's amazing.
Like you feel amazing afterwards for like 5 minutes and then you go back to normal, or?
Or no, I think you feel like crap after 5 minutes because you are used to like having really high oxygen.
Because that's like for the Olympics runners, they call it like oxygen dosing, where they'll breathe pure oxygen.
Yeah.
There's also far more extreme things that people do, like transferring blood.
Oh yeah, like what's his name did.
Was it Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, Lance Armstrong. Yeah.
Okay, so something I'm going to talk about. There's this website I go to a lot. It's called This Day in Tech History.
Ooh.
And this day in tech history, January 1st, 2000, the domain twitter.com was registered.
Wow.
But it wasn't until 2006 that the domain was purchased by Twitter Inc. and took the form we know today.
Wow.
Right? It's only been around since 2006.
Oh yeah, Twitter
Wow.
was born January 1st, 2000.
Wait, so somebody else registered it before?
Yeah. In 2000, January 21st.
I wonder what they were planning to use it for before Twitter came along.
There are bots that just go through dictionary words and like register
Yeah.
every single word.
Okay.
That's the name of it, yeah.
That makes sense.
Totally.
Like if you registered every truck domain like 10 years ago, you'd be making
Yeah.
The person that bought like FB.com, they got paid something like $6 million or $16 million.
What? Oh my god.
Squatting is good.
My dad's.
I'm actually more excited.
No, I'm talking.
I'm more excited. Twitter is awesome, but have you ever seen the Back to the Future movies?
Yeah.
So the one right underneath that says that the DeLorean, production of the iconic DeLorean sports car began on the same day.
Okay. Why does it say it could? Oh, because of the movie. Okay, got it.
That's the, if people, so there might be some fans of the DeLorean just because it's DeLorean, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the the DeLorean's iconic, I guess. The trash car. You rear end it and it would just be like.
Well, you can only,
Blown, right? Wouldn't it?
Wait, does anyone know what this is? The Happy 99 worm. The Happy 99 worm first appeared. It invisibly attached itself to emails, displayed fireworks to hide the changes being made, and wished the user a Happy New Year. It was the first of a wave of malware that struck Microsoft Windows computers over the next several years, costing businesses and individuals untold amounts of money to resolve.
is that where worms came from?
What is that? Happy
No,
99
worm comes from like the mid '80s, I think.
Yeah.
Like the
It's like-
word worm anyway.
Because the original, like the term, like a bug,
Mm-hmm.
actually came from, people who are working on computers actually having to open up the hard drive and pull bugs off of the actual.
Yeah.
Ew, are you serious?
Yeah, so that's why you see like there's a bug in the. Yeah.
And back in the days from vacuum tubes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, back in the.
Yeah, might have been the ENIAC or something like that. One of those like really early computers.
This is like back in like the 50s.
Okay, all right. So maybe not the ENIAC, but one of its successors.
Like the binary machines, I guess. If there was like,
That's disgusting.
Yeah, so.
just touch.
But, so I was like, oh, maybe this is where the worm came from, but 99 too, that's
1999.
crazy to me.
When did the first virus come out?
That's. I used to know this. I looked at the Wikipedia article like every day for
I'm betting
a week.
What do you think it is?
It's some guy out of MIT in the mid '80s. I'm pretty sure.
84.
I mean, if you were able, to like make, or you know who made the North Koreans made the WannaCry. North Koreans made the WannaCry virus.
Yeah.
I'm not completely sure what I guess they just unleashed it on the U.S. to like
want to cry.
I want to know how they were able to do that with the technology they have.
So, the first example was the creeper virus. It was detected on ARPANET, the forerunner of the internet in the early 1970s.
Ooh.
It was an experimental self-replicating program written by Bob Thomas at BBN Technologies.
So the government created the first virus.
Basically, yeah.
It's like how the government created LSD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brought it back.
I mean, we use it for other stuff, but you know, yeah.
It all has an origin. What
But
about?
then someone says here, November 10th, 1983, a computer virus is born.
Might be like maybe that's. There probably are competing definitions for what is a virus. Like, does it have to cause harm in order for it to be a considered a virus?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Like
Yeah.
a nice virus, like we
Yeah.
just deleted like all your your bloatware. You're welcome. Oh, thank you.
This day in tech history is amazing.
Isn't it cool?
That's pretty
I
cool.
love this day in tech history.
On January 19th, Apple Lisa was introduced,
Yeah.
and
Oh, wow.
BlackBerry was introduced.
Right?
So,
Wait, what year?
what?
What year?
So
I think
1999 for the BlackBerry, which blows my mind.
Yeah.
IBM loses $5 billion.
1983. And IBM lost. I was going to be nice and not mention that IBM lost.
IBM has been doing blockchain stuff, right? I don't know what it is, but they're doing this in an open ledger.
Have you heard of Kodak?
Yeah.
They're doing that.
Like the pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, Kodak film.
Not the alcohol.
What is that? Kodak alcohol, what is that?
My parents are weird, fancy alcohol people.
Is
It's
that
some.
alcohol?
I don't know.
You look at
Anyway,
you explain
continue,
this and I'll look at
continue.
your
All right. So they're putting in miners and they're gonna like lease out the mining,
Yeah.
which isn't a very new idea, but
Because do they have a coin now? What's going on with that?
I don't know
It's like a
completely.
DRM thing. They like offer to control your intellectual property rights, but I don't know how they would do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they like sue for you or like, I don't know. It seems really impossible to like crawl the entire internet and control like image rights.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
thing that was the most interesting to me about the Kodak part is when they announced, they said anything about them doing like an ICO type thing, or even like they mentioned blockchain, their stock jumped 89%.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense because Kodak has kind of been on this downward thing for like 15, ever since digital cameras came along and they made the wrong bet there. It's kind of like,
Someone was telling me the story that they had the option to. They're like one of the first companies that had the option to go digital, and they were like,
Kodak was?
yeah, and they were like, nah, we're gonna keep on investing.
And they didn't go digital.
Yeah, they're like one of the companies that like had horse and buggy, and they had the chance to like create the car.
Wow.
And they're like, nah, we're gonna stick with what we do.
and it kind of makes sense from like a CEO perspective that wouldn't be aware of the new trends because you have all this. Back in the day, you'd have this huge manufacturing production pipeline just for film.
Yeah.
That was making them money hand over fist. So like, but yeah, it seems kind of silly today, doesn't it?
Yeah, you always need some form of your budget going to R&D.
Yeah, or like-
future investments.
Yeah, future investments, or like just like here, like take $10,000, see what you can do for the business in the next 15 years while you're at it.
Yeah, and I mean like today, companies like Facebook or Google, they just buy out like smaller competitors versus innovating themselves.
Yeah.
I mean they still innovate, but
Yeah, that's interesting. Kodak, one of the differences between Kodak and some of the companies that have come later, and if you can consider Kodak a tech company, like
I guess now we have to.
back in the day, maybe you kind of could because they were involved in cameras and optics and all that stuff.
Right.
But one of the main differences is that Kodak had very few independent contractors, whereas the tech company model for the 2000s, the 2010s has been. We had this core competency, we hire employees in that area, and we do everything else via independent contractors. Like people who are, janitors, security guards, sometimes even like, delivery people, all the other stuff is farmed out to different companies. And it's like a whole different model, which is kind of interesting to me.
That is interesting.
Yeah, like, because Kodak on their stock reports would print out like, we're proud of the fact that we have 88,000 employees, whereas companies today are much less specific about that. They say like, we've helped create this many jobs.
Yeah, but they don't really give you real numbers.
Yeah, anyway, it's just interesting shift.
Like Amazon uses like stats like that. Like we've created so many jobs, but a lot of their users have some form of like financial employees in some of their places. There was just a report that came out saying like something like I'm making up a number now, so I'm not going to spit it out, but about how a lot of them are on
I'm
social
lying, so I'm not
programs
going to say it.
because they don't make enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy. Does anyone else have anything else to share?
So are you going to buy the Kodak coin? Is that what you're saying?
What?
Are you going to buy the Kodak coin?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about it. But, when you were talking about, when I was saying the North Koreans made the WannaCry virus, also the North Korean soldier that escaped, he actually had antibodies to anthrax.
Really?
That must mean that the North Koreans have to be way ahead in, because they followed the Soviet Union. They had to have gotten all of the Soviet Union's bioweapons. So that means they have smallpox. That means they have anthrax. That means they have sarin gas, probably. That means they just probably have.
So all the anti-vaxxers should probably not.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting. I actually am researching an anthrax vaccines. I'm thinking about getting one.
Really?
There are anthrax vaccines?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's an anthrax vaccine.
You just died.
Me too. I didn't know it was a thing.
I'm lucky if I get like the flu or cold shot for the season, let alone the anthrax shot.
I got the flu shot. I wonder how much the anthrax shot is. Let's look it up.
Because you have to get one, and then you have to get another one in 6 months, and then another one in 18 months.
So
and
it's
you
like
have to
a
keep
baby
taking
shot.
boosters. Yeah.
I guess I'm not that scared of anthrax.
Yeah, I guess. Well, if you're a milkmaid or something,
Oh, sure.
that probably. And I'm also researching. This is just probably. The end of the world. Possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I doubt that the end of the world is going to come, but I could assume that there's going to be temporary Armageddon. So that's why.
Temporary. So you're prepping.
So I'm prepping. I'm buying some silver, and then I'm planning. I mean, not right now since I'm starting my Ethereum thing, but my dad told me if I'm able to pay for college, that he would give me all of the money that I got saved up for college for me able to pay for all of it.
Wow.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to start with the Ethereum miners. I'm just gonna buy more and more Ethereum miners until I'm able to get so many, and I'm gonna fill a shed with them. And then I'm gonna try to pay for college. But
Then you're gonna be safe.
after I after I get all that stuff, I want to buy like a bunch of cool stuff. Like this is awesome, like because it's a responder coverall, like.
It's like a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Here, it's a level B, and you don't.
I don't think that's gonna fit you, Jack.
Well, when I'm like 16, it will.
You'll have
17.
extra space for your tokens that you'll make.
I looked up anthrax vaccine, and the first thing that came up was, "Do we have a vaccine for the plague?" I was like, "Oh, great!"
Are you on the CDC's website for it?
No,
Yeah,
I
the
just did
CDC has
Google, and I was like, "Oh my
Do we have a
god!"
vaccine for the plague? That's pretty great.
Did you know that anthrax is a skin disease that basically? Oh, this is disgusting.
Well, it can be taken in any way. It can be. You can inhale it. You can eat it. You can have skin contact. You can. Anything.
But it causes ulcers and fever
Yeah, it also.
on your skin.
And to the point, and then we'll get on a more positive note, but to the point of the vaccine, there is a vaccine in the United States, but you have to be in a special group to get the vaccine.
What's the
like
group?
military or laboratory workers, and some people handle animals or animal products. Like
So
veterinarians may get the vaccine. So
That's
unless you're one of those,
You can't, or there's no option to.
I don't think there's an option. Or you have to go through more of a process. Like they probably actually give it to most military personnel, I'm imagining.
I'm now imagining like a secret clinic high in the Swiss Alps where you can go and get like all your vaccines that you can't get in America if you're like a ultra high net worth person.
I want to go to that secret clinic.
I thought you were talking about like a secret building in San Francisco or something.
Me too. I was like, whoa.
Maybe that exists too. I don't know. I'm new to the city. I don't know about all your secret buildings yet. So
There's this one restaurant by me that I think is secretly a government building.
Which one?
It's on Post Street. It's like a block from Union Square. It always has like restaurant stuff. I've never seen it open. The food always looks new in the windows, and I've been there day, night, and it doesn't have the hours listed. And then on the website, it doesn't even it's not listed online. And so
That's weird.
What's it called?
I can't remember the name, but I'll take a picture. I want to go back, but I've never seen it open, and I've lived in the same area for about 7 years. And so the fact I've walked by this thing probably thousands of times.
Yeah, and
it always has fresh food in the windows. So
we should
we should investigate this.
we
like
should,
in more realistic things besides government safe houses, like the oil industry in a lot of cities actually has like fake buildings or fake looking like things to where they actually are like drilling for oil or like, they're not drilling but like doing some form of oil processing.
That makes sense. Huh.
Like LA has a lot of them.
That would make sense. Yeah. I mean, like LA, you go to the right places in LA, and you can still see the crappy little derricks operating. So that makes a lot of sense. It's an oil town in some ways still.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. If you guys want to go around and pitch your things, do you have anything to share with the world, Jack?
Let me press the list button. List. I just listed a Intel Core i7 7700K. It's in good condition, 6 months old. You can buy it.
Where'd you list it?
eBay.
And what's your name on eBay?
EmergedBirch, Emerged Birch _4 and then also if you have any any 1070 Ti's or any 1080 Ti's laying around, email me at emergedbirch@gmail.com, and don't email me if you have some ludicrous price. Alright, that's
And I'm Nathan T. Ross on pretty much everything. And then the Synapse AI's Tier 2 is going to begin February 5th. And I won't talk about the centralized AI because I'll have Catherine talk about that. So,
Oh, the summit? Okay.
yeah, so we're not killing with too much information.
Got it.
I'm Cameron. I have a new album coming out with my band, Ham Sandwich Quantum Party. Yes.
Wow.
That's spelled how you'd think it was spelled. There, it is correctly spelled. You can check me out on YouTube at Ham Sandwich Quantum Party. That's my channel, and also on Bandcamp.
Wow.
Are you on what's the other one? It's big for music.
Spotify?
Not Spotify.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. Yeah.
Yes, I'm on SoundCloud also, although that name is harder to spell. That's Cameron Seabach on SoundCloud.
Is this it?
That's the Bandcamp page.
That's
yes.
so cute. Look at that.
Yeah.
I am Catherine, and I'm hosting the Decentralized AI Summit. Happens February 1st from 9 a.m. to I think like 4:30 is probably when we're gonna wrap up. But we have a ton of cool folks coming out. We have people from Google Brain, Amazon AWS, we have Numerai, we have Synapse, we have Doc.ai. I could go on forever. But we have 14 different speakers, and we have 4 panels that'll be taking place. There's also going to be coffee and maybe some lunch snacks if you're ready. We're going to have autonomous drones and autonomous bots exhibiting as well, so if you want to check that out, it's decentralized-ai.com.
Some special snacks.
Yeah. Did you want to share anything?
I didn't know I was supposed to have a thing, so no.
Well, thanks everybody. Be well and hack the